From April 23, the index itself was up almost 140% over the last 2 years, right? From here, we are seeing for the first time a prolonged state of consolidation or a kind of correction happening in the Indian market. So, if you look at gold, I mean, it's unbelievable. Almost from 22nd Jan, the gold was up 8.5%. This is gold we are talking about, and it has increased almost 8.5%. That's very massive. Reality is down another 3%. I don't know where to keep my head on reality. It is very, very one of the most choppier indices I have been seeing, especially in the sectoral indices I have been seeing lately. See, it was down, let's see, from December, it was almost down 21%. Then it quickly moved up, and it was almost, it recovered 8%, 7%. Then it was down again almost up to 26. Then it recovered almost all the gains, and today we have seen again. See, Bank of India, the biggest culprit of PSU Bank. If this is as strong as Kotak Mahindra Bank, then at least some correction would be spared in the Nifty. But railway stocks are gone. That was 2023 story, 2024 story. But I don't think it would work out in 2025. Sri Cement again hanging at this levels. I'm little bit surprised with Sri Cements too. But again, look at Ultratech. It is also holding, right? The same thing happening with Grasim. The same thing happening with Sri Cement. So money is not getting out of cement companies. At least that is very clear on the charts. Hello, investors. Welcome to Chart Shastra, where investing is made simple with the help of charts. Today is day 53 of a 100-day price action challenge, and looks like we have started the new week with a very red market, right? Nifty is down 1%, Junior is down almost 2%, even the mid caps and small caps were down almost 2.5%. Look at India VIX, it's almost up 5%, and gold is almost trying to reach 86,000 on the futures market. Even the silver is also up almost 0.7%. Looks like the market is not at all trying to recover. Here we have already discussed that if the market closes above 23,800, that would be very great. But if it closes below this level, we might be testing the new lows again. Looks like the market has headed in the down direction itself. The same thing is happening. One thing you can clearly notice here on the Nifty Junior, right? This was the high when it has quickly recovered. When it corrected, it did not even reach the previous high. So it has already made a new fresh lower high. This was the previous high, this was the previous high, and now the new high is again lower. So we are seeing a series of lower lows. So let me just explain you once again. This was the high made in the 27th September, and this was the next high. This was the next high. You can see the lowers or higher lows are forming right on the chart, right? That itself tells you that whenever the market is trying to move up, the sellers are coming back and selling the market. The same thing is repeating in the Nifty mid cap too. See, this was the previous high. Next it came here. Next it came here. Next it came here. From here and here. Looks like, so what happens? The same thing is happening on the lower lows too. This was the low and a new low was formed. Again a new low was formed. Again a new low formed. Again a new low was formed. Oh, the next time of the market is going to be weaker like this, we might see these levels. This was the election lows, right? Even the mid cap and small cap is also something like this. I'm just zooming out here. This was the low we have made, and when the portfolio has reached this level, we know that almost all the portfolios were down 30-40%. If the same thing, if again the small cap index reaches this level, we might be seeing the same kind of red in all our portfolios. Even the micro cap, after almost a very long run, you can see here, right? This is the weekly chart of the micro cap index. See, from April 23, the index itself was up almost 140% over the last 2 years, right? From here, we are seeing for the first time a prolonged state of consolidation or a kind of correction happening in the Indian market. So, brace yourselves. I'm not telling to you this to scare you, but again, as per the charts, you can see here, right? This was the high made in the micro cap index, and right now we have made another new high. If the market reverses, that's a wonderful sign, but if looks like there is no strength left in the market, and you can see the same thing is happening on the Nifty 500 too. The high was made here, then it tried to move here, then this, and here. Looks like the entire market is struggling. At the same time, VIX was up again 5% because of the Trump. Again, Bringing some tariff on metals, we have seen a metal correction today too. But look at gold. I mean, it's unbelievable. Almost from 22nd Jan, the gold was up 8.5%. This is gold we are talking about, and it has increased almost 8.5%. That's very massive. I thought it would reverse or correct a little bit, but looks like the gold is moving very up very strongly. Even the silver market is also almost after this long consultation. At least silver is not as strong as the gold, but looks like even silver is also trying to move up. Currently, the banks again, because of the entire market weakness, the banks are also getting weaker. See, they are again testing these support zones. That is not a good sign. Without banks are acting well, but looks like even yesterday's action, I mean the Friday's and today's action is not promising. At least the private banks are holding up, but look at PSU banks. They are not at all looking well. Uh, Especially with SBI as being one of the leading weightage in PSU bank, it is not acting well. Hence, the entire PSU bank is also not acting well. Even the IT also is down 1% today. Auto, after a long time, it looked like a very strong rally in the auto, right, for almost last 7 8 sessions. But today, look at auto, it is down almost 1.5%. Reality is down another 3%. I don't know where to keep my head on reality. It is very, very one of the most choppier indices I have been seeing, especially in the sectoral indices I have been seeing lately. See, it was down, let's see, from December, it was almost down 21%. Then it quickly moved up, and it was almost, it recovered 8%, 7%. Then it was down again almost up to 26. Then it recovered almost all the gains, and today we have seen again. See, very, very, very volatile reality space is looking as of now. Even the pharma is down 1.8%. Infra is already in a downtrend, not so great. FMCG, in fact, it has made a new low. See, it finally came out of this consolidation. Let me just drag it here. Look at here, FMCG. Not at all looking good. Very weak. Telecom too is not looking good. Healthcare is same scenario, just like pharma index. Media, you I don't think I have to explain on the media because see it. It's already in. I'm just putting up the weekly chart of media. See, it has done nothing over the last 4 years, and now it is falling left and right. So overall, I know I'm sounding very bearish today, but I'm trying to warn you people because the market is not looking good. Now let's start with our daily 100 stocks and see were there any big gainers today, or were the market is looking a little hope. Just by scanning all these 100 stocks, I think we would get the gist of the market, what's happening here, right? We are almost 53 days into our challenge. I think almost all our subscribers have reached a level where they are trying to understand the prices of the chart. Reliance, it has done nothing here, whereas TCS is too, it is just testing. If it goes below, you know what happens in TCS. I have been telling you this from a very long time. When HDFC is down 1%, it was trying to look better, but this was the previous high. This was the previous high, but this time the high couldn't even reach this level. That's the thing I'm talking about. The market is failing to at least meet the previous highs. That's why we are seeing such a bad market. Airtel is bringing a little hope here. The last Friday's closing was not so great, but today the closing was above this level. So, but again, after this, in such a very weak market, I don't even want to trade. I'm actually thinking to take a big vacation from the market. That's how the market looks. But only from the standalone perspective, Airtel is looking very good. ICICI is holding up as of now. Let's see. But again, if it closes below this 1230 level, nothing, no one can save. Infosys, see, it almost reached its level without the back. The gap has been closed and the market might look better. At least the Infosys might reach this level. But again, maybe you are getting a little subtle hints here that even Infosys is also looking. So you can see here, right? This is the trend line. It is forming the sloping support trend line. If it breaks this trend line, you can see. And I don't want to draw you many charts here, but look at you can see here, right? This is the support it has been taking down. If it breaks this level, if Infosys might move down. State Bank of India, the biggest culprit of a PSU bank. If this is as strong as Kotak Mahindra Bank, then at least some correction would be spared in the Nifty. But looks like SBI is not at all looking healthy on charts. ITC too almost made a new low. See, it has made a new low. It has closed below this level. That's not at all healthy. Even Hindustan Unilever almost trying to make this low. So the entire FMCG is already been weak. This was just that budget effect, and post budget we have been seeing continuous selling pressure. LIC is again almost making a new low here. See, let me just draw a support line here. I think if the 800 level, 800 is the psychological level. If the 800 level is broken down in LIC, we might see almost a correction up to another 10% of 725 level. So LIC doesn't look good, and it is not been looking well from a long time. HCL Tech 2 as of now consolidating, but this is the gap I need to see. At least these levels, this 1838 level, it needs to close about this level at least to say that this stock has some little strength left. L&T slowly heading down for this major support. Sun Pharma still not at all looking good. Let me just extend this line. As of now, this was the time where it has quickly reversed, but looks like it is going to test these levels again. So this 1691 you are seeing here, right? If Sun Pharma closes below this level, we might see a correction of at least 5.5% to 8%. Again, these were the previous support zones on the chart. Bajaj Finance, which we thought one of the strongest name and still is one of the strongest name in Nifty 100. Even Bajaj Finance is also seeing some selling pressure. Almost from the high, it is down almost 5%. See, the market the condition is not favoring the long positions. NTPC2, nothing interesting. It is still going in the downtrend. Axis Bank, it is trying to move up as of now, holding this level. Let's hope that it doesn't reverse here. Maruti is also one another. It formed a very tight. I thought if it breaks above this, we could have tested a little small position, but looks like even the Maruti is down 1% today, and the structure is currently not looking so great. So again, this foot 13,481 is the only level I would be interesting if the Maruti breaks that. Till then, I won't be touching Maruti stock too. Kotak Bank has been acting very well. It is one of the strongest name. It has just reached its our long term this support resistance line, right? As of now, Kotak is acting really well. Looks like all the smart money or the big money is slowly buying Kotak Mahindra Bank. That's because it has been not doing anything for last 4 years, right? And at this correct point of time, smart money is moving into stock like Bajaj Finance and Kotak. So let's wait and see. As of now, I think we have confirmed that there is clear buying and strength happening in Kotak. Mahindra and Mahindra tried to make a new high today, but again got rejected just like on this day. So as long as it is holding these mini levels, this 3200 to 3120, 3100 level, it's good for Mahindra and Mahindra. ONJC again, see, it has broken down today. This was the structure we were seeing. We were expecting it might go up, but again looks like it has broken down. Tata Motors very weak, name down 1.5%. Ultratech is holding well, so that's a little breather here we are seeing. So good job Ultratech Cement. Adani Enterprises very poor. Power Grid made a new low today. Made a new low, 3.4% down. Not at all looking good. Titan 2, very choppy name. Again, down 3%, not at all looking good. Bajaj Auto still consolidating sideways. Let's wish Bajaj Auto that it has some strength and breaks above this level. Adani Port, nothing interesting. If I just draw a line from here, you can see it is nothing but just a downtrend moving average or a trend line. Coal India too, nothing happening, probably trying to make another new low today. Asian Paints, it is literally a dead stock. It might take many years or many months or many weeks. You never know how long does the stock take to reach back to its previous glory. Wipro, interesting name, it is still holding up. So, one another name apart from Kotak Mahindra, I am looking at Wipro because this is the only chart which is holding up despite this such level. So, there is clear money in the Wipro, but again, there is not that as many buying force as we are seeing because if there was such a great force, it should ideally move up. So, at least there is no selling pressure on the Wipro. That's one signal. Hindustan Aeronautical still going sideways, not interesting. Bajaj Finserv is forming this little consolidation. Let's wait and see if it breaks above this level or not. DMart again, you know that it needs to close above these highs and it needs to close above this. It needs to close this gap. Then we can think of something. Trent down at the 5% almost today. Not at all looking healthy. I've told you the time for Trent stock is completed. Adani Green looking very weak. See, It had this was a mini consolidation happening here, and it has broken down this consolidation. Not at all looking good. Siemens, one of the very weak names we have highlighted many times here. Siemens is down 3%. JSW Steel, it is down 2% today. At least as of all the steel names, this is bit holding up. But again, there is no strength here, right? Can you see any? Can you spot any trend on JSW Steel chart? No, right? It is always sideways and choppy. Adani Power, this is in a clear downtrend, and if it breaks this below this 445 would be the next level, and if that breaks, then there would be a massive selling. Zomato is down another 3%. I've told you that it needs to close above this 240 level for something to happen in Zomato, because we have been seeing every time it has reached this 240 level, there was a very strong buying, but when it broke down here and this massive sellout, you can see here, right? That's a bit trouble for Zomato. Nestle, nothing interesting. A dead stock. IOC also, nothing interesting. Looking like a dead stock. Bharat Electronics to going sideways. Varun Beverages, literally, it has tested, it has almost reached this level. Today, I guess results were out, I guess, because of this massive volumes. So, we might see a complete full reaction tomorrow. So, let's wait and discuss tomorrow. Geo Finance again down 2.5%. See, after this much correction, it just tried to move a little inch up, but again got rejected. Massive selling force. DLF is down another 3.5%. I don't know what to talk about reality stocks. They are looking a pain to my eye. I hope that all of you, many of you have don't much exposure in reality space. Tata Steel, because of the new tariff effect, I guess it is down 3% today. Vedanta is down 4%. We know that you don't even know, need to know the information of having a tariff or news or Trump what is going to do. Simply by looking at the chart, something is not feeling right, right? Grasim still holding sideways, nothing interesting here. IRFC making a new low. I think the theme, railway stocks are gone. That was 2023 story, 2024 story, but I don't think it would work out in 2025. LTIM to very choppy name going sideways as of now. Indigo to still it needs to close above this trend line as of now, holding the level. So there isn't much selling pressure happening in the Indigo. Tegam is looking bit interesting, I guess. After Wipro, Tegam is another IT name which is looking strong. It used to be HCL Tech, but because of the recent results, HCL Tech had a big gap down and a big day selling, right? So HCL Tech doesn't look great now. SBI Life going sideways. Pidilite, nothing interesting. ABB, very weak name. Divi Slab again got rejected here. I thought, okay, we have finally reached this 6280 level, and a little push, it could have been moving out, but again, it did not even give a chance, so it did not waste our time. At least that's the good thing happening in the Divi's laboratory. HDFC Life still going sideways. Let it close above this level. Hindalco, nothing interesting. It needs to close above this support zone for reversal. PFC down 3%. I think even the PFC, the time for PFC is also done. The 2022 2023 was a wonderful time for PFC and REC, but looks like it is not a great time for these stocks. Britannia, I don't have to comment. Very weak name. Ambuja Cement also nothing interesting here. Gale down another 2%. I don't think it is also very weak name. Tata Power down 2.5%. So this would be this 340 level would be the low. If it breaks this low, again we would be seeing another correction. REC down 4%, nothing major here. Motherson another again down 2%. This is the major breakdown happened here. So probably it is just settling down here, and looks like we might be seeing a selling again. Even BPCL, nothing interesting. Godrej Consumer Products, very weak name. Eicher Motors a little bit hope, but looks like the market sentiment is not looking good. If the market was very good, probably this would be another name which would be acting. Even now, it is holding up these levels. I'm little bit surprised. That means that something is changing in the Eicher Motors, or for the fundamentals, or the business outlook is looking good for it. Bank of Baroda very boring. Cipla not good. JSW Energy not good. TVS Motor, it was trying to look a little better. So let's wait and see. As of now, it the main level is this 2800, obviously, but we are just trying to see how the price reversal happens on the chart. So TVS is one such example. Torrent Pharma, nothing interesting. Sriram Finance, nothing. See, it needs to close above this trend line. Till then, it is in a classic downtrend. Even Chola is also has become weaker, right? It came above this level, but again, it almost went below this level. But at least there was some buying happened here. But not looking good. Not looking good. Falling back. Stock should not fall back. Bajaj Holding, I don't understand this. It's very choppy, but relatively much stronger here. But this is not a name to ideally hold or invest or trade, I guess. Adani Energy down 4%. Nothing interesting. PNB though already dead ho gaya. This is not looking good. Dr. Reddy is down again. See this trend line. It is acting as a barrier. United Spirits, not good. It is just hanging at these support levels. Low the again 5%. See, I don't want to talk about reality space. I proved down 2%, not looking good. It is trying to make a new lows. Wow. Another new stock into new lows. Very interesting, right? So, not at all. Travels 1% down, not great. Bosch, it is consistently making this is the perfect stock or a template for a downtrend. See, it's very, very, very strong downtrend. See, it has literally almost on the 56 days, almost 40 bars. How many can you count? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 6 white candles out of 46 candles. See, that's the weakness in the Bosch. Apollo Hospitals going sideways. Let it respect this level. If it breaks below the 66 again, the bad time would start for it. Zydos, the results effect is slowly getting digested and looks like it has decided not to break out from this level and it might be staying in this zone forever. We have been seeing almost since our beginning of the challenge. Hero Motocorp down 2%, not great. Naukri just hanging around this level just like Zomato. Tata Consumer, this was 1 2 days of a very, very interesting action, but again, as of now, holding it, let's wait and see. At least much better than Godrej Consumer Products. Dabur, not interesting. ICICI General number 2, not interesting. So let me just push down this line. Let's see, because of such weak market conditions, it might even test that level. Jindal still not looking good. Sri Cement again hanging at this levels. I'm little bit surprised with Sri Cements too. But again, look at Ultratech. It is also holding, right? The same thing happening with Grasim. The same thing happening with Sri Cement. So money is not getting out of cement companies. At least that is very clear on the charts. Canara Bank not at all good. Union Bank still very choppy and sideways. IndusInd almost reaching this 1100 level. Let it take some time. Let it break out of this level. That would be interesting to watch. Adani Total Gas very weak. Almost made a new low today. See, this was the base and it has broken down. NHPC down 2%. Very bad. BHCL is flat. Nothing happened. IRCTC is also flat. So looks like the market condition is not at all improving, and I have decided to take a long break from the market. I think I won't be trading in February itself. That's how the market condition. I don't even want to short in this market because then some news would come and the market would gap up, but again it would be closing very weakly. So bear in mind because gold reaching almost 86,000, it has been up 8%. That's a bit worrisome. So probably the market conditions is not looking good. I hope that you are learning something from this video. See you tomorrow. Thank you.